So hey guys, what's going on? You know, I figured I'd just do a quick update on the end of the year system here. Say what's going on. I know that I haven't. You guys hear me talking, huh? Alright, go on with your bad selves. Excuse me for that. Anyways, so I'll do a quick end of the year update on the system. It's been a weird year. I mean, Florida, you know, we don't have much of a winter anyway, but we do get some. And I mean, today it's a little chilly. It's been in the 60s, I guess. For some of you, you probably laugh when I say that's chilly, but anyways, I just want to kind of show you what's going on with the plants, talk about what's going to be going on up and coming this year. So let's go ahead and get to it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, here we go. So right here I have this pepper plant. You guys have seen this in the system before, and one thing I really like about it, man, this pepper plant is really cool. You see the purple ones there? I think I've showed you all this before. And then you see the red one in there. Now the red one's never going to turn purple, and the purple one's never going to turn red. I just get multicolored peppers off this plant, which is totally awesome. And I'm thinking if I can keep the temperatures, well, I don't have control of the temperature, but if they stay warm enough, I'm just going to kind of cover it when the freezes come, if we ever get any, and we'll just see how we keep this bad boy going. I mean, it's been in 30-degree weather, 38. We had a couple 38-degree nights, and it's stuck right along with it. So hey, I'm gonna keep it going. Pineapple, you know, it's still in there. Hopefully I'll get a pineapple off that one of these days. Then I'll say, can you grow a pineapple on aquaponics? Looking a little further here now, what I've been trying to do on these buckets is just see how much stuff I can cram into them, to be honest with you. So in here I have a cabbage, a lettuce, and a kale. Now you may say, oh yeah, that's stupid, it looks terrible, not growing right, but it's not these plants' fault. What happened was, in this bucket here I had a tomato plant that was just huge. I mean, it went all the way down here to the peppers, all the way down here to this end, all the way out here on the ground, and I finally just cut it back a few days ago, and since then this stuff in this bucket's really started to do good. I always like to see how much, you know, when I'm using aquaponics, how many plants can I get in such a small space and you know, still get some decent growth out of it. And right here is a cherry tomato plant. You can see it's already grown to the top of that and grown back down. It's slap loaded with cherries and like cherry tomatoes. And like I say, right now we're in January, so having tomatoes in January, I'm liking it, you know, doing pretty well actually. I've cut all this stuff off. What I need to do is to set me up a trellising system so I can have these things, because that plant would probably be 12 foot tall or more. And here we got a couple of small broccoli plants, which I actually, like I said, I moved those from something that was getting drowned out by the tomatoes and just put in that bucket, and they're actually starting to come around again. The other pineapple that you guys have seen in my videos is still doing quite well. Got I just got one cabbage plant in here. Actually, no, I got two. They're right there on top of each other. Actually, in the same rock wool seed thing. They come out of the same seed. So let's just see what happens there. It may not do so well. Here's another pepper plant I got, and I mean, look, I got a pretty good sized hand. That's a nice size bell pepper going on there, and I know I got some more down here that are pulling they're pulling it down, so I need to take some of these off. I'm going to try to do the same thing with this bell pepper plant as I am the other, just keep it growing as long as I can. In here we got a couple of more cabbages. They're getting ate up by something. It's been so hot though, I tell you, trying to grow anything cold weather has not been good this year because it's been absolutely hot. We got a kale up in there, a couple kale plants. They're starting to do good now that I got the tomato plant off of it. And over here we got a couple of cabbages, or one cabbage going on as well. And it's the same thing. We've been having temperatures close to 90, and it's been hurting anything that needs cold weather to grow. Hopefully we'll get some cold weather. I can get it coming back. If not, we'll see what we can do. So if I had to say about this system here, I'm not going to change a thing to it, I don't believe. I'm going to leave it just like it is for the days to come, months and years, and see what we got. Now let me see if I can get you guys a sneak peek on the fish to let you know where they're at. So just hold on 1 second. Okay, so here we go. You can see there's a lot of debris floating around there. One thing I should have done actually was not feed them before I took this video. I'd actually just got done throwing them a bunch of feed. That's why you see the debris. And if you know anything about tilapia, as soon as the food goes in, it basically is coming out the other end. Maybe not that food, but previous food. All I know is it seems like it takes place all at one time. And plus I have the pump off, so there's really no water circulating out. Usually it's a lot less debris floating around there than that. Now, the actual video doesn't give a really detailed picture of how big these fish really are, but I'd say some of these fish in here that you get them to, they're a good 11, 12 inches, some of them. And some of them not so much. When I got that batch, you see that little one right there we just passed? Some of them, I have one that's literally, I got out and it's in my fish tank inside. It's literally about 3 inches long. So, yeah, sometimes you get it like that. Probably when you buy them, like I got them off eBay, maybe there's some inbreeding or whatever. But I'm going to try to pick a good, nice, solid fish out of this group, a male or two. I got Brutus in there. Not breed them again and buy some other ones from another source, and then start getting the colony built up and getting the tilapia growing well. I would say if I'd have got these tilapia started, say last year in March, maybe, or even February, and got them growing, a lot of these would be in the freezer right now. There's some that are really close, but anyways, guys, that's a look inside the tank. Give you a look at the fish, and now let me go ahead and finish up. Okay, guys, appreciate you taking the time out to, no, I wasn't clapping for y'all. Appreciate you guys taking the time out to check out the video here. I've got a lot of stuff coming in for 2016. I'm building a new system. I'll show you that. Probably give a sneak peek of that in the next video. It's going to be based off this one here pretty much, because the way I'm doing this one and the way it's going, I'm liking it. I'll finally get to let one season in, let it go long enough to where it really starts growing good, which is actually doing good now. You saw the peppers, tomato bush was actually ripening and doing pretty good. I'm also going to be doing some more cracky hydro, and I'm thinking about building me another hydro system. It's just tough without a greenhouse on hydro. Maybe I'll just get a teeny one or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You guys go ahead and subscribe, like, and if you got any questions or comments, I'd love to hear your feedback. And y'all have an awesome day.